Hey guys, it's Car Guy 11. I have a 2021 Ford Escape Hybrid Titanium behind me, and I know it's another Ford. I've been doing a ton of Fords lately. It's actually my buddy Randy's. It's interesting because I've done reviews of the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, and there was some things I really didn't like about it. Definitely check out that video. I'll put a link below. So I want to see if this solves that issue. We're going to take it for a nice drive. Also check out some of the ADAS features of this vehicle, which I haven't really been able to test even in the Mach-E. Let's go take it for a drive. All right, guys, I got my buddy Randy in the car. This is his brand new everyday vehicle, and you guys might remember him. He had the Camaro. We did a Camaro review earlier this season, but unfortunately, because of the weather here we get in Pittsburgh, it's almost winter, he had to trade it in this year.
Something a little more practical now.
Yeah, for sure. And it's nice that this is all-wheel drive, where a lot of these hybrids and plug-in hybrids, you can't get all-wheel drive in them. So that's pretty good.
That's true, including even the plug-in hybrid version of this isn't available in all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Which is a mistake on Ford's behalf, I think.
Definitely. One of the criticisms I had of the RAV4 Hybrid, the four-wheel drive in that is an electric motor in rear, not tied to the engine. So you got a lot of torque steer and you got a lot of front wheel spin. So we'll see here when we pull out of this on this road what kind of power distribution we have. So here we go. Yeah, no problem, no wheel spin. Of course, this isn't a ton of power, but you still have 200 horsepower in this vehicle. And again, similar to the RAV4 Hybrid, but that RAV4 would just spin the front wheels like no other. So I like this better. This is definitely the thing I wanted to look for in this vehicle, because that was a very jarring thing I didn't like about the RAV4 Hybrid. But yeah, it's smooth power and it's fairly subdued. It's not overboard as far as engine noise. It is like a CVT type transmission, so you're going to be getting the high revs of the engine when you floor it. We're in normal mode now, so.
And fortunately, it doesn't pretend to not be a CVT. It doesn't do the fake shifting that some of the other ones do, which to me is better. I don't need you to pretend, like, I know that I'm not in a manual vehicle. You know what I mean? I know there's no clutch. You know what I mean?
No paddles. In fact, the RAV4 Hybrid had paddles, which was so odd. If a hybrid was going to have paddles, I would like it to adjust the regen, not the transmission.
I've seen that in some other models, but yes, I agree. I would much rather have that than pretending to be manual. Like, I don't know.
It definitely rides nice. Steering is pretty good as well. It's really responsive. I mean, you get body roll, of course, but the wheel itself is nice and responsive.
It also has a much better turning radius than I thought it would. Like, considerably better than the Camaro, which is surprising to me.
And just crawling along in traffic here, you are an EV only, and you can see that on the dash here. Another thing that's cool, it's all electronic gauges, where even like the more expensive Bronco and the Bronco Sport doesn't have that. It has a analog and digital portion. Yeah, the power's fine. Brakes are pretty good. There's a little bit of a transition, I think, between the friction and regen.
That's fair. However, I will note that if you are a careful driver, you can drive only with regen. Like, and I try, like, and with the coach and everything like that, I find myself trying to use the friction pads as little as possible, because I think it's kind of a neat idea that you can save the energy and also save the life of the brake pads.
Yeah, for sure. So you're saying you just touch the pedal lightly?
And yeah, if you watch the gauge on the right, if you keep it from hitting the like limit on the regen, you can get like a 100% on the brake capture, and it won't use the friction brakes at all.
Oh, cool. And then you do have different driving modes. There's a button down here. There's slippery, there's snow, sand, normal, eco, and sport. We could kick it up to sport just to see. I don't think it'll do too much, but you know what? It does tighten up the steering a little bit. Oh, and it changes the gauges. You know what? It actually does have a little bit more kick. We're doing sporty roads, but you know, it's not the vehicle for this, but yeah, it does it fine. There's plenty of practicality, as Randy said. There's plenty of room in the back seat. I could fit behind myself, no problem. Good head and leg room, and then tons of cargo space, and you even get a spare tire, which is odd these days. Power tailgate, of course,
with the thing where you wave your foot and can open it with your foot. You can also close it with your foot, however, it is very temperamental.
You also have a nice full panoramic sunroof that opens and has a shade.
Yes.
Which again, like the Mach-E I just reviewed, there's no shade and you can't open it.
Yeah.
And that would get annoying, I think, in the summer.
I agree.
And then of course you got heated seats, the dual zone climate control, heated steering wheel too.
Yep.
That's good. Plenty of storage space in here, cup holders.
Automatic, like a wireless phone charger.
Okay, that's not in the back seat.
No, that's not in the back seats. The Camaro famously has a phone charger that's in the back seat that if you go around a bend, the phone falls out.
What I do want to test out though is the driver assistance systems in this vehicle, because I haven't really tested a Ford with its adaptive cruise control and lane keep.
Now it's picking up the lines. And when they go green, it's, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you gotta set it to like 40 or more though. There you go.
It's showing a car ahead, and it is picking up the lines. So we are slowing down. Camaro definitely didn't have this feature.
No, it didn't. Makes for a much more relaxing drive when you're not constantly making minor corrections. We'll let the car do that.
For sure. And it's nice it comes to a complete stop if traffic stops in front of you. Yeah, unfortunately on the Mach-E I reviewed, well actually both of them didn't have Blue Cruise, so I couldn't test that out, but you do have to touch the steering wheel every few seconds, or put pressure on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Or it'll say hold the steering wheel.
It's definitely a driver's...
Oh, it canceled itself, probably because there was no lane lines right there.
Possibly.
Oh, but it went back.
It recaptured them, yeah.
That's good though, it beeps to tell you.
It does, yeah. Although I will say it doesn't increase the volume of that with the volume of the stereo. Okay. So if you're listening to loud music, you may not hear that.
Yeah, it stays in the center of the lane for sure. I mean, it's relatively straight, but it does a good job. Definitely one of the better systems I've used, I think.
It can work on a fairly, twisty road. I wouldn't use it on a, super fun driving road, but a fairly twisty road you can get away with.
It's definitely quiet in here though. Not much wind noise.
No, I think they did a pretty good job with that.
Thanks for letting me check out your new vehicle. Congrats.
Thank you.
And yeah, it's real nice for a daily. Perfect, great fuel economy. You're getting like what, 40 miles per gallon or something?
Yeah.
Sometimes over.
Right. Yeah, sometimes over. Yeah. It's interesting. It seems like it. I've gotten up to like 47 on short trips where the car's already heated. Now I will tell you that the heater drastically affects your fuel economy in this.
Okay.
Especially if you're starting out cold, because if the heater's on and it's cold in the car, the motor has to run.
Yeah, there's no heat pumps or anything on these kind of vehicles. So
correct.
It's just using the engine heat like
yes.
traditional
Now, I do understand that the PHEV version does have a heat pump.
Okay. Yeah, and it's pretty neat. They have a lithium-ion battery in this vehicle, which I believe the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid is not lithium. I think the Prime has a lithium-ion battery, but the standard is just the nickel hydride. So.
Wow.
But yeah, guys, if you want to check out some of my past videos on the Toyota Hybrid or other Fords, I've done several Fords now, please check out the channel. Leave a comment below too what you think of these vehicles. Do you own something like this? And everything's going to EVs these days, so this is kind of like the transition with the hybrid.
And also feel free to comment and lambaste me about my switch from a SS Camaro to a hybrid Escape Titanium. I'm sure that that'll be controversial in the comments.
Yeah, there's always next summer to get another fun car though.
Very true.
This is fun in its own right, just eking out the miles per gallon, I think. So.
I agree, actually.
But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video.